Hey everyone, today we have a thrilling story. Are you ready for some laughs? Grace helplessly wondered, what happened to her daughter? How did she age so fast? Are you kidding me? I'm your daughter. Immediately after saying that, she grabbed Anna. She began shaking Anna violently, as if she were a maraca, eagerly trying to figure out exactly what was happening. Mom, I'm really hurt. She's trying to get me. She won't stop until we're gone. You've completely lost it. The aunt stormed back in, questioning Grace what on earth was happening. Grace was at a loss for words, her mind blank. All she could think was, what's wrong with the aunt's medicine? As soon as the aunt left, Grace washed the pillows down the drain, only to find her husband starting to lecture again. You shouldn't treat the kids like that. I hope they can forgive you, Grace. This just left Grace even more puzzled. You just got back home. Why are you off again? Is the stand on the battlefield more fun than us? HMPH, she fell on the bed and cried. Her husband, with tear-filled eyes, seemed to have some secret he couldn't share. He leaned against Grace, giving her a shoulder to cry on. But when Grace opened her eyes again, her husband had mysteriously vanished. No time to be sad, as her daughter's scream echoed through. She hurried over to the kids, only to find the curtains had mysteriously vanished overnight. She quickly took off her clothes to cover the kids, trying to find a room with curtains, but it seemed nothing was going her way. She had to call the aunt's family over, demanding to know who took down the curtains. The aunt replied coolly that they had no idea about it. Perhaps it was merely a kind-hearted gesture intended to let the kids enjoy some sunshine. Grace was like a hot potato, exclaiming, "Don't you know this could put my kids in danger?" Seeing the aunt's family acting nonchalant, Grace finally realized the gravity of the situation. So she pulled out a shotgun, demanding they hand over the keys and get out. The aunt suddenly said, "Not knowing I've reached my limit, are you going to dig up graves?" At that moment, the sister told her brother she wanted to go play outside. She was so skinny she felt see-through. The brother had no choice but to follow, but not long after, they stumbled upon a terrifying sight. In the yard's corner, there were suddenly 3 tombstones, and when the sister got closer, she saw the aunt's family names etched on them. Meanwhile, while cleaning in the attic, Grace found an old photo from decades ago, featuring the aunt's family. In an instant, Grace realized things were bad. She bolted out of the room and bumped into the sibling duo running back. She urged the kids to rush back inside while trying to stop the 3 with the gun, but ended up tossing it away and running back inside out of fear. But the aunt and her crew seemed unbothered and insisted she open the door. Her youngest son told her they saw the aunt's family tombs, and Grace panicked, hugging the kids tightly. The aunt stood outside asking her to open the door, claiming she could explain, and if not, would the people inside just leave? After hearing this, Grace was on the verge of breaking down, because she had no clue what the aunt was babbling about. She harbored no trust whatsoever towards the aunt's family, feeling absolutely no shred of trust in them. Meanwhile, upstairs, the siblings suddenly heard someone speaking, getting ready to play having babies. When the aunt told Grace to find the kid, the aunt claimed that the intruders found them, and if they didn't hurry, it'd be too late. Grace flung open the kids' room door and found strangers sitting inside. They seemed to be performing some spooky ritual, while her daughter stood right behind the blind old lady. They looked like a group of mediums, asking the girl, "What did your mom do to you? Is it about a pillar?" Anna looked at the blind lady and asked, "How can you do this? How can you do this?" The man beside asked, "Did those people kill you with a pillow? How are you still here?" "They're not dead. Why are they still in this house? This could be a job for archaeologists." The blind lady kept questioning the siblings on why they're still here, and Grace finally couldn't bear it any longer. Unable to hold back, she snatched at their items, starting to tear at them wildly, and the tension filled the air. The people before her couldn't see Grace and her family at all. They were already ghosts. The blind lady was actually a medium hired to suppress them, discovering there were strange beings in the villa, which is why the new owner's son cried non-stop. To ensure their son's safety, the couple decided to leave this creepy place first thing in the morning. Meanwhile, Grace finally realized that after her husband left, she sank into depression and eventually used a pillow. At night, suffocating the kids and then taking her own life in the villa, she never expected this house would cause a spatial overlap. The aunt's family wanted to reveal the secret to Grace, but at first, she was too fragile and they approached cautiously. But Grace was too self-absorbed, leaving the aunt's family at a loss on how to help. Grace's husband had actually died long ago in battle. Lost and longing for his family, he returned here. Unable to face the tragic reality of seeing his wife and kids meet the same fate, he chose to quietly leave. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories.